Hello, class. In our graduate research and design class, this is April 25th, and we have a new week going on here. This is your last really big week in our class, and so congratulations, you have made it to this point. And as I mentioned earlier in the class, at the beginning of the class, this is not an easy class. So if you are here and you are doing well in this class, you're to be congratulated for this. Because it's a wild ride, as you have experienced, I think. So really, it's just a matter of finishing up your textbook, reading chapter 22, evaluating a research report, and review those slides, and then also completing the quiz that goes along with that chapter. And then also you're going to post on the discussion board about using your course textbook information for critiquing research. Identify a situation in your current position or future work opportunity when you may be asked to collect information to prepare for your supervisor. And so talk about what you've learned in this class that might help you to do that. Being able to search through the research, being able to evaluate the quality of research is a very important skill to have, and that's where we've led to this class. You've had to create a proposal for a research project, but through the process you've also been critiquing research that you have been reading and been able to summarize that research and maybe present some results based on that research. That's why you had 2 different literature review assignments. That's why you had the proposal itself that you're creating, and that's why the readings that you've been reading in your textbook as well. So this week is really about evaluating, reporting, and critiquing research. And you'll submit an assignment next week that will deal with a lot of the things that you're learning this week. So if you look at next week, you're going to evaluate a research article using the task 11 from the textbook, page 611. You can use the example on page 612 and the responses to help you complete this assignment. However, you need to choose a different article than the one featured in the textbook to evaluate, possibly one from your literature review. And what I want you to do is you're going to take a deep look into that article that you choose. It must be a research report, meaning it reports on a research study that was completed. It cannot be a secondary source that's telling about a bunch of different research studies and only telling about those. It must have a current study in the article that it's reporting about. And then you use the attached form. Make sure you find the form that is attached to this assignment and download that to fill out about the article you chose. And then you'll have include a few paragraphs about the strengths and weaknesses of the research report you chose. So that's something that you're going to build toward this week as you learn about evaluating a research report. But also this week there is an assignment due. You're going to create a letter of consent for those participating in your study. So this is sort of your final task for your research proposal. This letter is used to make sure that you follow ethical research procedures and that any potential participants to the study are informed about the participation process. So take a look at the elements of informed consent at the website given there, and be sure to include items 1 through 8 for your own study. And then you can go back to refer back to chapter 1 from the textbook, which discusses the importance of informed consent for research participants. So you can't just involve people in your study until they actually are informed and consent to be a part of your study. And this consent letter will allow you to do that. You can give this to participants in your research study to be able to do that. Now again, most of you won't be actually completing your proposed research study, but it's good to have this process under your belt so that you carry on in your research if you ever do complete a full research study or your full research study that you're proposing this semester. Alright, so that's about it for this week, and the next week is just those assignments. This is our final discussion week, so our final discussion board item on reporting and critiquing research. Our final chapter, so it's really coming down to the end of the semester. There are only 2 more weeks in this class, and so make sure that you are caught up on all things as well. I will grade the final proposals today or tomorrow, and make sure you also participate in the student opinions of instruction. Check your email and fill out the form that it asks you about this class. And Also, be sure to get all work into me by the end of the semester. So if you have any past work that has not been submitted yet, make sure you get that in before May 7th, because that's the end of the semester and that's the last opportunity to submit anything. So have a great week, and good luck on your upcoming assignments.